The story of Prophet Mussa and Pharaoh is a tale of good versus evil. It is a story about faith and courage. It explores the struggle between oppression and freedom. Prophet Mussa, peace be upon him, is a key figure in Islam. He is revered by Muslims worldwide. Pharaoh was a powerful ruler in ancient Egypt. He enslaved the children of Israel. Their confrontation is a pivotal event in religious history. It highlights the power of faith against tyranny. This essay will explore the events leading up to their epic showdown. It will analyze the miracles and the responses. Finally, it will discuss the lasting impact of this historical event. Pharaoh ruled Egypt with an iron fist. He believed himself to be a god. He demanded total obedience from his people. The children of Israel, under his rule, faced immense suffering. They were subjected to forced labor. They endured cruel treatment. Pharaoh lived in luxury. He built magnificent palaces and monuments. He cared little for the suffering of his slaves. His heart was hardened against compassion. The children of Israel cried out for deliverance. They yearned for freedom from their oppressive chains. Their prayers were heard by the Almighty. Mussa was born into this time of hardship. He was born into the house of Levi, a tribe of Israelites. He was a special child, destined for greatness. Pharaoh feared a prophecy. The prophecy foretold a leader who would challenge his rule. To counter this, Pharaoh ordered the killing of all newborn Israelite boys. Mussa's mother, fearing for his life, placed him in a basket. She set him adrift in the Nile River. The baby Mussa was found by Pharaoh's own household. He was raised in the lap of luxury, unaware of his true heritage. As Mussa grew older, he learned about his true identity. He saw the suffering of his people. He felt a deep sense of compassion for them. One day, Mussa encountered God. He received his divine mission. God chose Mussa as his prophet. He tasked him with freeing the Israelites. Mussa was commanded to confront Pharaoh. He was to demand the release of the Israelites. This task filled Mussa with trepidation. He knew the Pharaoh's heart was hardened, yet he placed his trust in God. He embarked on his mission with faith and determination. Section 5. Miracles and Confrontation Challenging Pharaoh's Authority. Mussa, with his brother Harun, appeared before Pharaoh. They conveyed God's message. They demanded the release of the Israelites. Pharaoh scoffed at their request. He refused to acknowledge their God. He challenged them to prove their claims. In response, God bestowed Mussa with miracles. He turned his staff into a serpent. He turned his hand white and radiant. He brought plagues upon Egypt. Each miracle was a display of God's power. It was a challenge to Pharaoh's authority. Pharaoh witnessed these wonders, yet his heart remained hardened. He clung to his arrogance. He refused to free the Israelites. Section 6. Pharaoh's Defiance. The heart hardened. Pharaoh's advisors were filled with fear. They urged him to relent. They recognized the power of Mussa's God. But Pharaoh, blinded by pride, refused to listen. He became more tyrannical. He increased the suffering of the Israelites. Each plague brought devastation upon Egypt. Locusts swarmed the land. Darkness enveloped the sky. Yet Pharaoh remained unmoved. His heart had become hardened by his own arrogance. His defiance angered God. It set the stage for a final, decisive confrontation. This confrontation would determine the fate of both the Egyptians and the Israelites. Section 7. Exodus. The miracle at the Red Sea. God instructed Mussa to lead the Israelites out of Egypt. They fled during the night, leaving behind their years of servitude. Pharaoh, enraged by their defiance, pursued them with his army. The Israelites found themselves trapped between the Red Sea and the approaching Egyptian army. They feared for their lives. They cried out to Mussa in desperation. Mussa, with unwavering faith, raised his staff. God parted the Red Sea, creating a path for the Israelites to cross. The Israelites walked across the seabed, the waters forming walls on either side. They reached the other shore, safe from Pharaoh's grasp. Section 8. The Aftermath. Pharaoh's Fate. Pharaoh and his army, blinded by rage, followed the Israelites into the sea. They too entered the parted waters, confident in their pursuit. As the last of the Israelites reached safety, God commanded the sea to return to its natural state. The walls of water collapsed, engulfing Pharaoh and his entire army. Their cries were swallowed by the waves. They met their end at the bottom of the Red Sea. Their arrogance and tyranny were no match for the power of God. This event marked the end of Pharaoh's reign. It also marked the liberation of the Israelites from centuries of slavery. Section 9. Conclusion: the enduring significance. The story of Mussa and Pharaoh is more than just a historical event. It holds deep religious and moral significance. It teaches about the power of faith, the struggle against oppression, and the ultimate triumph of good over evil. The parting of the Red Sea stands as a testament to God's power and mercy. It serves as a reminder that even in the face of seemingly insurmountable obstacles, faith and perseverance can overcome any challenge. This story continues to inspire people of faith. It reminds them that God is always with those who believe.